singers, welcome back. I've had the pleasure of teaching some choral workshops recently, and in every single one, singers ask me about practice, because I know that you should be practicing your singing, but sometimes it's hard to know exactly what to do when you get into that practice room. So today's video is the first of a short series on practice. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be walking you through the real details of exactly how to put together a great warm-up routine, why and how you should be vocalizing, how to make the most of your music learning time, and also how to avoid or troubleshoot some of the common mistakes we make with our singing practice. Now, I can't wait to get into it, so let's go ahead and start. So first of all, I want you to begin by setting aside 10 to 20 minutes, 3 to 5 times per week. Now you might notice that like a preschool birthday party, I have put an end time, a real limit on how much time I want you to practice. This is so important because over and over again, I've seen people, even myself, get excited about starting to practice. And so you pick up a big stack of music and you really blow it out for an hour, with the result that the next day you have a voice that is too hoarse to practice again, and you've retained very little from the work you did the day before. So it's really important that you cap that practice so that you're really encouraged to make the most of the time, and so that you don't practice beyond the point of really being able to be thoughtful and concentrated. So that's the 20-minute limit. Now what about the 10-minute lower limit? Well, it doesn't really have to be 10. It could be 5 or even just 1 minute will do you good if you do it regularly. Now, I've been doing a project called 100 Days of Practice over on social media. I'll put a few clips from my recent posts here, but I've been practicing every single day. And if you watch, what you'll see is that many of these are stolen little moments. They don't last long, but the cumulative effect of really continuing to consistently practice for even just a few minutes each day is building really great skill and confidence. Hey singers, it's Editor Laura here. So I'm just watching this video again. I recorded it a few weeks ago, and I had to let you know that although it may have been true at the time when I recorded that I was practicing every single day, since then there have definitely been a few times that I've missed a day. And I want to tell you, I didn't throw my hands up or give up on the experiment. I just jumped back in right where I had left off, and missing a few days in between has not diminished how much progress I'm making and how much I'm enjoying doing 100 days of practice. So in the same way that I would encourage you to practice for 1 minute when 20 minutes is not possible, I also encourage you to practice 2 days in a week when 7 days in a week is not possible. Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good, and keep it up. Okay, back to the video. So I hope you'll follow over on Facebook and Instagram. And in the meanwhile, let's talk about what you can do in those 10 to 20 minutes of your practice session. Now you have two choices. You can either do just one thing, or you can do two things. You can either just warm up and vocalize, or you can vocalize and work on music. Notice there is no option for just working on music, and this is so important. Now, of course, you know that I'm passionate about warming up. It's the name of my channel, but I want to tell you exactly why it's so important for you to warm up. Number one, safety. If you are about to take on some kind of musical challenge, you're going to sing your way through some repertoire, you need to make sure that your voice and body are ready to take on that challenge. So you need to actually get the motor started, get your breath support, your posture, all those things in place so that you can sing your music without hurting yourself. That's really important, and that's usually what we think of when we think of doing a warm-up, that we should do it so that the singing we do right after is better. But I'm here to tell you that the reason that warm-ups are so valuable is that not only do they prepare you for that work that's immediately in front of you, but they also make an investment in your future singing. If you can begin your practice session with really thoughtful work on breath, on posture, on support, resonance, whatever it may be, then that thoughtful work is going to carry over into the next and the next practice session, so that by just working thoughtfully for a few minutes today, you can improve your singing a year from now or 10 years from now. This is where we build the habits in our body, because when we are working on vocalizing and we don't have the distractions of text and rhythm and melody that come along with real repertoire, we can just focus on exactly how we make the sound come out of our body. And working mindfully on those coordinations and those skills is how we actually improve our singing. So please, please don't skip the warm-up. It is so essential, and many days, that's all I do. I just work on building my vocal skill, and then I leave it for the day. Now, I'm going to be getting into the major details of how to build yourself a warm-up that is exactly tailored to your needs. But I want you to be able to start today. So I want to share with you a free resource that's over on my website. It's called 6 Elements of a Great Warm-Up. It's a PDF that is totally free, and it's going to outline for you how to build a warm-up that will get you totally ready and target all of the major skills: breath, posture, phonation, resonance, and skill building. So make sure that you visit the link that's down in the description box. You can pick it up today, and then using that template, you can then look at all the different playlists and videos I have here on the YouTube channel to pick those exercises that will be just right for you. I'll give you further, more detailed guidance on exactly how to choose the ones that are right for you in a following video. But for right now, go ahead and get started. You can jump in today by just picking up that handout and then using it to plan your practice. Now, I do want to make a special note for those of you who might be thinking, well, I have choir rehearsal and we're going to warm up there, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let me please encourage you to do your own warm-up. Even the most skilled choir director in the world is not able to build a warm-up that will target every single skill that every choir member needs. You might need help with your low range, and the director's only going to hit the high, or vice versa. So make sure that you are doing a warm-up that is tailored to your own needs before you go to the rehearsal. And once again, you'll target your own needs for that night and put something in the bank for future singing. So now let's get into that second part of practice, if you choose to do it, which is music learning. Now, once again, I will lay out all the details on exactly how to do this, how I would recommend that you try it in a future video. But for today, let me just recommend that because you've got that upper cap on your time, that you really make your practice strategic. The most common mistake I see is just starting on page 1, bar 1, and just going through the music. Not only is that a sign that you're just not really paying very close attention, but also it means that you're only going to get through the beginning every single time you practice. So make sure that you are picking out a section of music on purpose, something that needs work. And then within that section, I recommend that you work first on rhythm, then on language, and then on pitches. Save your run through as the very last step, as kind of a cap or just a review of the work that you've already done in greater detail. So to wrap up, I want you to practice 10 to 20 minutes, 3 to 5 times per week. I want you to use that time either just to warm up and vocalize, or to warm up and then work on your music strategically. Whatever you do, make sure that you use your time well by staying focused and thoughtful on exactly what you're feeling. And I want to tell you, just to close out here, that the result of all of this will certainly be improved skill, but the best thing about it, about building a really regular and consistent practice routine, is the confidence that you will develop. You develop so much trust with yourself when you can actually feel that sense of agency that comes from doing work on your singing and seeing it bear fruit in the practice that you do later on. So I encourage you, I hope that this is the beginning of a wonderful practice ritual for you. And if you need any more help with it, or if there are things you'd like to ask about as we begin this series, go ahead and let me know in the comments section. I look forward to seeing you next week. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It would be such a help to me. Thank you for practicing.